Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Corey. We talk a lot about creativity and the like on this channel. And today I want to try out a software that is new to me that I think might be beneficial to those of you who are not professional designers but have ideas and want to get them executed without going through the training and the learning and so on. You want to make things for a particular purpose and you want to make them fast. Today we are partnering with Kittl, which is a one-stop shop design software. It works directly in your browser, so there's no downloads necessary. And it has everything you could possibly need, in my opinion, for developing your idea. This includes a huge library of fonts, textures, premium photos, graphic elements, everything's on there. After peeking around for a little bit, what I find I'm most interested in is the mock-ups and the generative AI. I'm always looking for new opportunities to dabble in AI in some way, shape, or form, especially when I want to work on things personally. I love making things for myself. It's like my favorite thing to do. Instead of going online and searching for whatever t-shirt or greeting card or sticker or whatever that I have in my head, I can just make it myself, but I don't want to spend all the time in the world on it. So I think that is something that I'm going to try to do today using this software. Now, I have to admit, to start, I have no idea what I'm about to make. Okay, not a clue. But the way Kittl is set up, you're able to look at tons and tons of other designs that were created on the platform, kind of to give you inspiration, but not only that, you are able to use them as a template. So let's go ahead and look at what we got going on. On Kittl's website, I first took a stop by their About page to see what it is that they have, like all the features and everything, and they do have quite a bit going on. This advanced text editing tool, I think this is like super innovative for a browser-based design platform. I think that's something that you don't see something this level of manipulation. I don't see that often online. The magic recoloring is super dope for a couple of reasons. One, it helped me realize that Kittl definitely supports vector images, but two, you can recolor using your own palettes that you come up with, or you could take a look at some suggested palettes based on what's trending. I think that also takes a lot of the pressure off the design work. You have innovative texture clipping. So for those of you that do know, when you do want to add textures onto your designs, going and sourcing the textures, testing them out, downloading them, bringing them into your software, figuring out how to layer them over, it's a lot. It's a bit more than I would like to deal with, but it seems like not only do they have a library of textures, but the blend modes and all of those things are very easy to work with on here. And then of course, like I mentioned before, you have unlimited content, so you do have access to illustrations, fonts, photos, icons, textures, and more. So now that I'm all logged in, I'm looking at this top row to see like some of the things that people make on here. Of course, I see t-shirts here. I'm kind of leaning toward making a t-shirt today. You also have brand boards on here, thumbnails for YouTube. That is obviously something that would be super helpful to me. This is a good place to kind of, one, get some thumbnail inspiration. Like I really like this one right here. Just like some other platforms, you are able to open up individual designs and save them, bookmark them, and leave a comment if you would like. But then also you have this button up here that says use this design, which allows you to then open the design as a template. Let's look at these brand boards. This is also interesting for me because if you are a brand designer and you've already gone through and created your like the branding itself, you have everything good to go, all of your files are together, and you just need to put it into your brand board or brand guidelines. This is interesting to be able to come here and find a template that you like, that you could use with the branding that you already created. So it's not like you're building that stuff in here, but you can use this to create your presentation materials. But for me today, I think I want to go ahead and make a t-shirt. So I'm clicking on t-shirts and I'm looking at some of the designs that they have under this category here. These are all definitely giving the merch vibe. This is very merchy, which is obviously what I'm looking for. Now, when I think of merch, the first thing I think of is music. I don't know how many of you live under a rock or whatever, but at the time that I am filming this, music has had quite the week. The Grammys are here, and in terms of the hip hop world, there's been a lot of things going on, particularly some back and forth with two of your faves. And while I am not here to pick sides in no way, shape, or form, one particular artist did state that she would be going on tour this year, in the year of 2024, hopefully this summer. And so maybe I want to make myself custom merch for that tour. If you don't know who I'm talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Please leave your opinions to yourself. I'm kidding. say whatever you want in the comments. I'd love to read it. However, since I'm thinking of this all the top of my head, what I'm thinking of incorporating are, one, her most recent and controversial single was called Hiss. She also, prior to that, had another single called Cobra. So there's a lot of reptile imagery going on there. Megan has also coined the term hot girl summer, and she is a self-proclaimed hot girl. So I love that as well. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. I'm scrolling through here looking for some inspiration or something that I can use to start off with as a template. I like this image here just because that font style is like, and like the flames and stuff. One, it could fit in terms of the ideas and the themes that I have going on in my brain. The type itself is common for merch, like for the bootleg style of merch. So I'm gonna like it and bookmark it. I love this because of the horror feel in general, but I don't want to make it too evil feeling at the same time. I don't know. Do I? So you can absolutely start your design from scratch, of course, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to use one of these as a template so that you can kind of see what it's like to work with those and like the ease of working with them. I'm gonna just go ahead and pick one. Right now I'm going to pick this one here. It's like one of the first ones I clicked on. So let's just go with it. This is kind of cool because you can see that the person that originally made this artwork, they may or may not have used an image that was sourced directly from this program, like from their library, but they did edit it by adding the additional eyes onto it. So that's cool, but I'm gonna delete that. Like I said earlier, I am dying to use some AI here. I think that'll give me the dopest product. I don't want to use actual images of Megan herself. I just want to use something that alludes to her, something of her likeness. And so I'm going to use AI for the main artwork for this merch. As you can see on the left side is where most of your main tools will be. So you have like a link to go back to your projects, templates, the text, elements, and any uploads that you have from your computer that you can put onto this program, photos, textures, and then Kittl AI, which is where I'm gonna go. And then here is where, you know, you have to get really good with your prompt game. So I'm gonna try to describe something that is as accurate as possible to output what it is that I want. The prompt probably sucks. I'm not really great at it, but that means if I can do it, you can too. All right, now here we are. Well, this is not in the exact style that I was looking for. You know, AI is hard to deal with, but it gave me something. It at least gives off the energy that I'm looking for. I'm also able to easily edit the colors that were originally on this vector. And so I already said I did want to do a green and red. So I'm adjusting to see which of those I like best. I think I'm going to go with a lighter type of green. Now here, let's go ahead and change what it says. So of course we're gonna make it say Megan. That's first and foremost. We're gonna go here and adjust these colors so that they're doing what they need to do and matching the rest of the artwork. But the only thing that I'm going to adjust here is anything where the blue is present, because the creams and the blacks are just fine. What I definitely like about this is that it has similar like functions as other softwares. If you right click, a lot of the same functions are there. You can name your layers easily. You can arrange the objects easily. So I'm able to just send things backward where I see fit. So right now I'm scrolling through all of the tools that they have on the side, and there's just so much here to play with. If I wanted to turn this into a movie poster right now, I could do that. They have paragraph options for me to add here, paper letters. So if you wanted to do a collage effect, that's kind of dope as well. Over in photos, there are a lot to work with. Let's say I wanted to do a flower shop, so I could look up flowers. So many flowers here. Let's search something else. Sneakers. All high quality. These are great. For the sake of moving on, let's say this is my finished product and I want to go ahead and just print my shirt as is. I would go over to mockup up here. This is something that I love about this platform. I am doing a t-shirt, how they know, but if you were looking up some stuff, I could put in t-shirt in here. You'll see down here, obviously some of these things are only accessible to premium users. Let's say I want to use this guy. This is who I want wearing my shirt. All I have to do is pull up my artwork, scale it to where how it should be, and it does, as you can see, it does actually mock up to the shirt itself. So I don't It's directly in the software. Here's how I want the shirt to look. I can download the mock-up itself, and it is now sitting in my downloads. If I wanted to do this mock-up on a poster rather than the way I have it here, then I can add it as a poster. Look at this. This looks like it's in my office. So this is kind of cool. You're able to easily create your print-on-demand shop or whatever the case may be, or even just see how your artwork looks on these items using these mock-ups. Of course, you can use whatever print-on-demand platform you would like to use. This makes it so easy for quite literally anyone to create products, especially if you're someone like me who likes to just make things to keep personally. I can't wait to jump back on here later and spend some more time with this so I can go ahead and make some things that I will actually send to print. I may go ahead and do a whole bunch of them in a future vlog whenever I have the free time, but if you are interested in using Kittl to create anything from greeting cards to t-shirts to any digital printables, packaging labels, DIY things for like your Cricut, like literally anything you could think of, use the link in the description to sign up for free. And if you use the code Corey, you will receive 50% off your monthly pro plan if you do choose to sign up for one. Let me know down below if it's something that you might be interested in using. I'm interested to hear from both the designers and non-designers what you might use it for. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below as well. Thanks again to Kittl for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.